Alrighty. Good evening, fellow citizens. It is I, your boy Loki, the #2 most famous VTuber in the world. Don't look that up. And I am someone who, A, likes Star Wars very much, and B, tends to take roleplay just a little bit too seriously. Today, those two parts of me are clashing. I got a new set of armor, and, I've never been more committed to the Mandalorian bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and start getting the game started up, and as soon as that's loaded, we'll stop the music and transition over to that scene, and I'll also disappear, so you won't have to deal with this mug while you're watching your gameplay. But while we're waiting on that to start up, do remember that if you enjoy hanging out and watching tonight, that you like and subscribe if you're on YouTube so you can help little old me in the vicious algorithm, and just a follow is fine as if you're on Twitch. You don't gotta spend no money on me. I'm just a simple man making his way through the galaxy. Oh, this is a good time to point out. You see this right here? Hold on, I'm trying to make my hands work. That symbol right there. God damn it, I can't. The thing on my chest, on my shirt, right here. So, it's not exactly the same, but it is based on the Carota on Mandalorian armor, so I'm kind of, you know, dressed for the occasion, sort of. Not really, but, you know, whatever. Oh, looks like the game is up. Alright, well, why don't we go ahead and turn off our music and transition on over to where the game is at. Alrighty. I'm going to turn this off. I want to dedicate as many resources to Star Citizen as possible. So I'm turning off everything I don't need. Yeah, let's join Korvac. He's got a nice low population and presumably a high stability server. I logged out in my ship on World, so there's like a 50-50 chance that, well, really, I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully, we're going to be right where I logged off, but Star Citizen and hopefully go together about as well as thermal detonators and highly populated cantinas. I was on the spot, give me a break. That was the best I could do. Okay, so far so good. It's a good sign. I phased through the door. Less good sign, but I'll take it. This is one of those F12 kind of days, huh? At least for now. I'll check back in on that every now and again to see if Global has any work. Just gonna make sure everything's shipshape real quick. We dealt with some mishaps in the past, so the ship is newish. Doesn't have that nice, worn, lived-in quality to the paint that I like. Got our supplies, food, ammunition, a 2-SKU box in case we want to loot, and I went and bought a new bike. If you were here last time, I wasn't satisfied with the way the Dragonfly and the Nox were treating me. Lots of crashing, blowing up on nothing, not super smooth. So I dropped 750,000 credits on the most overpriced speeder bike ever. This thing almost costs as much as a Pisces, a actual spaceship with a quantum drive and everything. But it's looking like I could use a little bit of something to eat and drink, so do that before we move on. Let's see, what do we want to go with? We don't need that much food, so let's just go for a chocolate bar. And we really do need a drink. So let's do... I think I have... Yeah, a partially drunk Vestal water. And that's probably not going to cut it. Nope. So a little something extra, maybe a 16, 39. I don't need much. Alright, let's do a pips. I don't want to put a half-drunk can back into the box, so stack it on my soursop. That might not work. Yeah, not quite. I'm not going to have that rolling around. We're going to put that down. Okay. So here's the new armor. The pips just snapped back to my hand. Give me just a moment. What the hell is going on here? Oh, this is not good. I almost forgot to ditch the Vestal water, actually, so I guess that works out. That there. Okay. Anywho, new armor. I found some armor on the pledge store that I thought looked even more Mandalorian than what I was rocking before. And it wasn't terribly expensive, so I went ahead and grabbed it. The Grey Cat Errol armor Quicksilver variant. It's pretty awesome, goes very well with my helmet. So we're more Mandalorian now than ever before. And if you're giving me crap, calling me an apostate for taking my helmet off in front of you guys, the audience doesn't count, so we're good. I just can't take it off in front of anybody in-game, be that NPC or player. So we're still good, which is great, because if I do end up needing to redeem myself in the living waters of Mandalore, that doesn't exist. So I'll have to kind of come up with something on my own to serve as those waters. So before we get back to our typical work of, you know, Mandalorian typical kind of shoot, bullet gun kind of mercenary work, you know what I mean. There's this new guy in the galaxy, Wicklow. Not in the galaxy, but in the system. He's got odd requests, oddly specific. This one, normal, can get that at Kelto. This one, normal, can get that at Kelto. This one, not so much. He wanted 3 horns from a Tundra Copian, which is something I had never heard of before. But I did my research and found out where I could get some. And that brought me here, to good old, lovely, rigid, freezing, awful Microtech. Not terribly far from here, I found a group of Tundra Copians. Blasted them with my ship's guns because I heard they were dangerous. And now I got some horns. So I'm gonna go check out this Wicklow guy because I've never met him, never seen him. Never seen any non-humans in Star Citizen before, honestly. That's got me curious. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. That I did mean to do. Why is my... There we go. Piccolo Emporium Cello Station. Bit of a trip, but, you know, while I was in Quantum would have potentially been a good time to get that food and drink. But oh well. Hostile blockade in Yela. That's good to know. I don't know how long ago that's from, though. That could be old news. Excess of 50 gigameters is not a distance I'm accustomed to seeing here in Stanton. Things are usually like that in Pyro. But I don't normally have to travel that far all at once in Stanton. Hey, where did my Pico go? There it is. One should never undervalue the importance of a good luck Pico the Penguin. If I had a nickel for every scrap this guy's gotten me out of, the family of Stormwalls is really just a bonus. That's not what I meant to do. I hope that's not going to be, like, a recurring theme tonight. Oh! Let's sit on the damn chair. Fine, I'll go... Wait. There we go. See, perfectly normal sight of the lone Mandalorian mercenary and all of his plush dolls. If I had a nickel for every time I saw this, it would have a nickel. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened once, isn't it? Recently, I find myself a little on the jealous side of pilots of Crusader ships. They get these spiffy little TVs at the feet of their bed that they get to watch. Something to do while you're hanging out in Quantum. And what do we get? We get a coffee maker that doesn't do anything. At least I think that's what this is. I assume. Bunch of useless mess kits you can't interact with. Apparently there's a flask that shows up whenever you claim a new Corsair, but I haven't seen it this time. It probably flew off a shelf and vanished into the void of space at some point. Head back up to the seat. Not too much further. See if the Freelance Alliance is up to anything. They pay decently well. Normally for working on their mobile HQ, it's about 100,000 an hour. I could certainly do, more than that if I really put my nose to the grindstone, but tends to be good work. I've never been here before, so I'm not 100% sure how this place works. Do I need to ask for a hangar? There we go.
Oh, hello. Not expect anyone to take. Can you see? I cannot see.
So I did get a hangar, but I'm not really sure where the entrance is. Nice place you got here. Alright, this looks promising. There we go. There's somebody else in there. Probably okay, though, because this is an armistice zone, right?
Landing gear down. Landing complete. Weapons online. Your systems are offline.
See if I can see what's going on with my elevator. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's not going to be an easy fix. That's fine. Store it, then summon it again. So this guy's, modest. This is an interesting place, though. I like it. Trade now, trade often. I want to say I want to go there, right? I haven't delivered this shipment before, so I'm a little lost. A little bit slower now that all my armor is medium, but it's not too bad. I'll take the trade-off.
I am recent addition to your human system and put any item from my type in your empire. Kill and invite you look around. If you have things to trade, even more fun.
What do we have here? These look like Vandul. They're primal tribal days, so yesterday. Har har har.